Hey Pisces, welcome to this space. Welcome to the month of January 2026. We're going to jump into your reading. We are reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising placements and Venus. We're going to add Venus to the mix because your Venus talks about your relationships, your wants, your desires. So if you're interested in checking, if you know your Venus sign, please check your Venus sign in any of these videos that are uploaded. It does not have to be Pisces Venus, but if you are a Pisces Venus, welcome. Let's go ahead and jump into it, Pisces. I am reading for sidereal and Western astrological placements, so please bear that in mind. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Let's see here. For Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. If you're reading for your moon sign, that's all about how you feel, how you express your emotions, how you feel things, how you feel about anything for that matter, you know, and how you absorb other people's emotions, how you perceive other people's emotions emotionally. You know, your rising sign is how you present yourself to the world, how you want to look, how you want to be seen, or, you know, or how people perceive you, right? Your sun sign is, you know, a lot of it is about, you know, what you want to strive to be, what you're striving to be moving forward towards the future. Very masculine energy. Okay. These cards are very difficult to shuffle for some reason. I don't know why they're being so difficult. All right. Let's see, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Let's see. Ancestors of light, messengers of light. For Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements for January 2026. What messages do we have for Pisces? You have feathers, restoration. That's great. Something is being restored in your life, Pisces. Something is feeling better. Something that you thought you lost for some of you is being restored. Some things that you probably didn't even realize have been missing are finally being given back. Pieces being picked back up, put back together. Clarity being restored. Last year was rough because it was a year number 9. It was rough for a lot of us out there. But there's definitely something here that is being given back to you. It's, you know, you're being nursed back to health, so to speak, on an energetic level. Bottom of the deck, we have medicine mask. It's interesting that you have feathers in this one too. And it says authenticity. Authenticity. So there's something that is being granted to you that is going to aid you and support you in getting back to self, returning back to yourself. Truly, you know, not a fake version of yourself, not, you know, a version of yourself that, you know, may have been created because of the wounds that have been given to you, or, you know, it's the real you. And this year is definitely a year for new beginnings and opportunities. It's a year of creation. So this is just like brand new energy that I'm getting. A new you that is that's being transformed, that's coming out of its cocoon, right? Some of you guys, Pisces, you have not felt like this for a long time. I'm just getting that something happened. There are those of you, something happened to you years ago, maybe a decade ago. And it changed you. And you may have put up your guard for a very long time, or you've kind of put on a mask, you put on a facade, what have you. And this year is giving you the opportunity, numerologically speaking, it being a year number 1 or a year number 10, is giving you the opportunity to kind of peek behind the wall that you've built to protect yourself, to kind of peek behind it and realize, like, the dust is clear, like, the worst is over, you can come out now, right? There are those of you, you have some really deep, you've had some deep wounds that beginning this year are finally in the process of finally being healed, you know? You're finally able to get up and walk. You're finally able to, you know, and I'm just saying, so to speak. I'm not saying like you can't walk, but for those of you, if you can't walk, maybe, I don't know, it's like if you have any type of physical ailments, this year you can see those ailments dissipating, being given the opportunities to heal your physical body, your spiritual body, your emotional body, your mental body, or all of the above, okay? So the real you is finally emerging, or is emerging after a long period of needing to really protect yourself, as after a long period of survival mode. And I just get the sense that there are those of you, this has been upwards of, this is like at least 2 years, 3 years. I would say upwards of 10 years for some of you. Like, this has been a long time coming. Okay. This can be a restoration of your trust in people, your trust in dating and being with somebody in a romantic partnership. This can be restoration and trust in a family member or your entire family. This can be restoration of trust within yourself, trust in God, trust in your ancestors, trust in a career, whatever. Trust that things are going to work out in your favor. This is huge, Pisces. This is huge. I love seeing that. So yeah, there's definitely something that you just lost trust, or you're just like, that's never going to happen for me. But watch when it does. Watch when the opportunity presents itself, and you're going to be like, is this really happening? Yes, it is. It is happening. The month of January is full of a lot of blessings. For Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, and Venus, ancestors, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We're going to take a peek into your finances, Pisces, your money, your finances, your career. You're on the right path. Yeah. It says keep doing what you're doing because it's working. Keep doing what you're doing because it is working, Pisces. Like I said, there are some wounds that are so deep that you just have to really continue to work on the healing. Keep putting the bandages on. Keep exercising that muscle. Keep resting. Like, there's some wounds that are so deep, it just seems like, you know, there's no coming out of this. That you're always going to be wounded. You're always going to be, you know, have festering, you know, energies plaguing you every day of your life. It's not true. If you're worried that you are doing the wrong thing or that you're on the wrong path, Pisces, The answer is you're on the right path. Have faith. Continue to walk and trod this path, this journey. Okay? Talk to your angels at the bottom of the deck. It says, instead of worrying, ask for guidance instead. So angels don't necessarily just have to be like spirits, you know, guardians. They can also be people. If you need help, Pisces, ask. Talk to someone. Let someone know that you know, let people know, especially if it's people that are close to you, that who love you and understand you. Like, let them know that, you know, you need some guidance, you need some help, you feel lost. You feel like all is lost, or like it's all for naught. Like, let somebody know. It's okay to express that. It's okay to express that. Let's pull 2 more oracle messages for you guys, Pisces. And then we're going to jump into the tarot after. Your faith is being restored. You may not know how, but you'll see. Sometimes you can't really be shown how you're going to get somewhere. You just have to get there, and then you'll see, right? For Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs ancestors for January of this year. And sometimes you can't really convince anyone of anything by just constantly telling them about how they're going to feel or what they need to do. Sometimes you just have to let that person just get there somehow, some way, right? Let them get to the point where they can be convinced. Oh, we have the springtime. I love that. So it could be the springtime that you will see this restored energy. It says, see your seeds grow. Yes. So again, you are in a time, or you've been in a time of incubation. You've been in a time where you need to be in the dark. Sometimes it's good to be in the dark. Sometimes things grow in the dark before they reach the light. Seeds have to work to get what they need a lot of the time in the beginning. Before a seed can really get the sun, they have to reach for it, right? It's just the natural flow of nature, right? Don't stop reaching just because it's dark. Don't stop moving because it's dark, Pisces. Keep reaching. Eventually, you're going to hit the end of that ceiling, and you're going to finally see the light. Do you think a seed knows how deep it's been buried and how deep it's been planted? No, it doesn't. All the seed knows to do is to keep digging its roots deep and stretching its stem high. It's kind of the same thing with you. You have to dig your roots deep. As been in this darkness, you have probably found things about yourself that you didn't even think you would ever find. Wounds, flaws, right? Powers, certain capabilities that you probably didn't even think that you had, strengths, weaknesses. You got to dig your roots down. But in the meantime, don't forget to keep your sights high. Bottom of the deck, we have the Heart Guardian. So for those of you, look at your moon sign, you guys. Look at your Venus sign. It says, love and let yourself be loved. So again, there are those of you, you are going to find restoration in your relationships. Don't give up on the seeds that you've planted. Don't give up, okay? Let's pull 1 more oracle message, you guys, and then we're going to jump into the tarot to dig a little bit deeper. Let's see. for Pisces. Pisces, sun, moon, and rising signs. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs, Pisces, for January 2026, ancestors. Wow, that is interesting. Aquarius actually got this one. If you have Aquarius in your chart, or you have an Aquarius in your life that you see a significant energy, it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be family or friendship or business partner. Check their reading out, because you guys received the same card that they got. A personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. So Pisces, whatever is going on in your personal life, whatever, especially with Cancer energy, the full moon in Cancer, because we just had a full moon in Cancer this month, as we start every year with a full moon in Cancer, because it's Capricorn season. That's the sister sign of Capricorn. Cancer energy has a lot to do with the home. It has a lot to do with being at home, feeling safe, security within the home and the body, and with other people, family. This can also be a household. It doesn't necessarily have to be blood relatives. It can be your own family. Maybe it's you and your significant other, whether you're married or just in a domestic relationship or a committed relationship. You may share children with them, or maybe you both have pets together. I don't know. But whatever this is, I feel like this has a lot to do with the home. Okay. And whatever's going on in your home that you may not talk to other people about, that you just kind of keep in your home, that you keep at home, and maybe you only talk to close relatives or close friends about what's going on with you, you will see good change come to this part of your life. Bottom of the deck, it says emotions are running high, super moon. So it seems like for you, Pisces, whatever's going on in your home, there's a lot of either unexpressed emotions or very intense emotions that have been happening in your home recently, maybe within the past few months, or maybe the past month or two. I don't know when the last supermoon was, but there could have been something that has come up, that came up last year, because last year was rough for a lot of us. And maybe the emotions were just so high and nobody was really seeing the big picture. It was just a lot of a lot of words being thrown, attacking words being thrown out, a lot of blame, a lot of finger pointing, a lot of hurt feelings, and, a lot of protecting of hurt feelings by saying things that you may regret. Or maybe someone else may say something that they've regretted. There's just a lot of that. A lot of emotions just skyrocketing and exploding everywhere, right? I do see that this is going to be resolved. Some way, somehow. How? I don't know. I just know that it will. And you have to have faith that it will. Especially if you were the one, Pisces, trying to have reasonable conversation, especially if you were the one trying to work things out. Like you were the one trying to be an adult, or trying to be more mature, trying to not be biased, whatever. If you're the person in this situation where you're like, I just want things to work out. I want everybody to be fine. I want things to be fair. However this goes, I do sense that you will reach that conclusion within this situation, within whatever personal situation you're dealing with a person, okay, in your life, or with a family member or friend or significant other. Yeah. I just sense like there may be some crabbiness, like, because I see the crab here with Cancer. So it's like, I just get some energy that's just a little bit disgruntled. Like, it's like between you and somebody else, it's just like, But I do sense that there's love there still, though. That's the thing. I really do see by the springtime, by the time Aries season comes around after your season, Pisces, after your birthday, I see that things are going to be okay. Things are going to be way better than what you anticipated, especially when it comes to your money too. So if this is like finances, things are going to be fine. They're going to be way better than what you anticipated. Okay. It's just that the emotional body might be feeling some things. It might be ready to burst. And before you allow it to burst, you might need to just kind of gently let some of those emotions out and channel those emotions, exchange those emotions in a much more structured way, you know, more a way where, you know, where it's not making a mess, so to speak, you know, for someone else. So maybe you need to go talk to your therapist and just let it out. Maybe you need to go talk to a close friend, or maybe go to couples therapy. Yeah, you know, I just think that as you navigate your emotions throughout this time, just make sure that it's being filtered, not filtered, but just making sure that it's being pushed out in a responsible way, especially with this full moon energy, because we don't want to make an explosion. You know what I mean? But maybe the explosion already happened. I don't know. So let's go ahead and see here. We're going to pull some tarot, dig a little bit deeper, Pisces, into this energy of restoration, this energy of planting your seeds. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. But I see things working out. Okay. This year is going to come with its own challenges, you guys. Like, yeah, last year was hard for a lot of us, but we made it. You know, if you're here watching this, you made it. We're okay. You know, last year, it wasn't the end all be all for everyone. You know, yes, you know, this year it may feel like, you know, next year is going to repeat itself. No. There's going to be challenges this year for sure, but just in a different way. And I think that if we learned lessons from last year and we're taking notes and we're not repeating certain patterns of behavior within our relationships or at work or when it comes to our health or when it comes to our spirituality, I think we'll be okay. Okay. So I feel like you're going to be okay in the month of January. Okay. You're going to be okay this month. It's going to be fine. All right, let's pull 3 cards, you guys, for this month. 3 tarot cards for this month of January 2026. What's going on with Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus ancestors? I'm also thinking of breath work. Some of you guys really need to do some breath work. We have the Lovers. Okay, like I said, this is definitely about a relationship of some kind with somebody. We have the King of Pentacles and we have the Knight of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the Fool. So, Pisces, again, I really think that you have opportunities that I was saying this to Aquarius too. So if you guys have Aquarius in your chart, please check that reading out. Or if you have an Aquarius, you're in a relationship with an Aquarius, or someone with a strong Aquarius in their chart, check that reading out. But with the Lovers, overall with the Dreamer or the Archangel Metatron, or when it comes to the Fool, just go after what you want, Pisces. Continue to go after what you want. Do not allow yourself to be held back. If this is a job and you see a path in front of you that is giving you freedom to do and to make money as you see fit, to be in a work environment that's really going to be healthy for you, you're on the right track. Do not turn back. If there is a job situation that's just not, it's not the business, it is not the bee's knees, it is not what you want, it's terrible, where you're dealing with a narcissistic boss or supervisor or man, whatever. If it's a terrible work environment and you see a way out, that's your way out. Get out. You know, that it doesn't matter. Like, get out. What are you waiting for? The month of January is going to present opportunities to you, or an opportunity, sorry. It's going to present an opportunity for you. Don't pass it up. You want to restore your life back to balance? You need to make sure that the seeds that you planted, that you're watering them. You're not going to get the whole shebang right off the bat. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to start small, but take the opportunity. Like, if you're looking for a career path, but you get a little job that can at least be a start, and you may not be making a lot of money, but it's a start, take the start. Just take it. If a seed can start from this small to trees, oh, come on, right? Like, why would you settle and just, well, it's not really giving me what I want. I'm only getting like a tiny speck of this, so I'm just going to give up. No, why would you do that? You have the Lovers. There's a decision here in relationships, a decision based on the heart. Okay? This is a heart decision. You know what your heart is telling you, Pisces, especially for those of you who are Pisces moon signs or Pisces Venus signs. Pay attention to this. Follow your heart. If your heart is not in something, why are you even doing it? Okay? There is an intimate relationship here, or even a friendship. Weigh your options here. Weigh your decisions. Don't just jump into a decision. Think about it. Right? There is some connections that you have that are being protected by your guardians or your protectors in the spirit realm. For others of you, there is a romantic partnership that is blessed under God, that was sent to you to help you, even if it did challenge you, but it helped you grow in so many different areas. So this is making a decision from the heart, but also making sure that you are kind of asking your heart questions. You know what I mean? Asking questions along the way. Don't just make an abrupt decision based on, how you feel. Make a decision based on how you feel, but make sure that your feelings are being questioned. Okay? Just kind of weigh your options. Take your time. The Knight of Earth. I thought it was the King of Pentacles, but it's the Knight of Pentacles. You have two knights here. So there are two people or two opportunities presenting themselves to you. These are opportunities that either you are chasing after or going towards, or these are two opportunities that are being granted to you by two different people. If this is a relationship of sorts, there's a relationship from some type of a money opportunity, and there's a relationship from a friendship or a romantic partner, potential friendship or romantic partner. Okay? Someone is asking you to marry them. Someone has already asked you to marry them. Someone is telling you how much they love you. This is also making sure that with the Lovers card, you are balancing your emotions here and not allowing yourself to be driven only by your emotions, but your emotions, your heart space should be a part of the team here. Somebody may invite you over to their house. They may invite you to a party. They may invite you to an event. But it's like a date, or it's like a friendship where someone really wants to get to know you, okay? But this other person, this Knight of Pentacles, this is someone who really wants to work with you. Like on a creative project, they want to work on commissions with you. They may want to work on a project. They may want to get into like a money venture with you, and open a business where you both can bring in money and grow together. But this is someone who is very committed. So if these are two romantic partners, one of them is just head over heels in love. They're just like, they just want to be in love. You know what I mean? They're a hopeless romantic or whatever. This other person can definitely falls in love. You fall in love with this person. For those of you who are single, you can fall in love with this person, but at the same time, the question still stands on the table. Like, is this sustainable? Is this practical? Like, it's two different relationships, okay, that you can choose from, for those of you who are single or just looking for a new relationship. But others of you, this is just the opportunity to like really go after what you want truly from the heart, or to go after something that is actually going to bring stability to you in your life. So it could be a relationship with one person or another, or this is just two opportunities that are going to send you into certain directions, and they're going to bring different types of energies to you. Okay. Follow whatever your heart and your spirit say. Okay. Let's go ahead and clarify the Lovers really quickly. There's the King of Earth, or the King of Pentacles. There he is. Aquarius got this same person. They got this same person. So some of you guys, this energy that you guys are pulling, Pisces, very, very, very successful. You guys are really pulling in the success bag, okay? Money into your lives. You guys are attracting this. You guys have worked really hard for this. Yep, Ace of Swords, Two of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. There is something here for those of you who are single. There is someone here who is going to be very clear about how they feel about your, that they want to work with you. Or there's a business or a job. Others of you, you are the one that's being very clear about something that you want. Period. Okay. And this can definitely be a job where you're like, I want this job. I want to apply to this job. This is where I want to be. Okay. Let's clarify. So again, it could be a person or a company, or all of the above. Let's clarify the Knight of Pentacles for you guys for January. For Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Six of Pentacles, Sagittarius, the Temperance, Ace of... Guys, I cannot make this up. You guys have the same cards as Aquarius. Guys, check out Aquarius's reading. I'm just telling you, if you guys are dealing with an Aquarius, or if you're wondering if there's an Aquarius in your future, or you work with an Aquarius, I don't know. But you and Aquarius have gotten so many of the same tarot cards and the same oracle message. That's crazy. They received the Six of Pentacles, just like you, the Temperance card, and the Ace of Wands. You guys, just like Aquarius, might be dealing with a Cancer, a Sagittarius, or just fire signs in general. You have the Tower at the bottom of the deck. So there is some huge change happening when it comes to a job that's coming back to you, and they're like, we want you to work for us again, but we'll pay you more money. There is a job that you have really dedicated yourself to, or a job that you will really dedicate yourself to. And if you do, they're really going to pay you. Like it's going to be good. This is a good opportunity, you guys. It's going to bring a lot of financial balance to your life, a lot of financial security. There's going to be a lot of cooperation with this job, and it's going to be at the right time. Others of you, this is a person, like at the right time, this person is going to show themselves to you, or this person is finally, there's somebody who's finally going to show up in your life, and it's going to be fiery. Like you're very passionate about this person, you're passionate about this business or this company. Okay. But if this is romantic, this person ain't going nowhere. If this is romantic, this is, if this is someone that already exists in your life, Pisces, excuse me, this is somebody, they are very, very determined to keep you. And this is someone who like does a lot of acts of service. Like that's just how they are. Like they give you money or they buy you things. But I do see this as a new career opportunity or receiving some type of money. Like this is amazing, Pisces. Let's go ahead and clarify the last card, the Knight of Cups for you, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see, Knight of Cups for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for January. King of Wands, the Emperor, Three of Wands. Yeah. This Knight of Cups is fiery. So I see this as very romantic. But I also see this as possibly you traveling somewhere and you just owning just owning your life, Pisces. This is all about creativity. This could be a creative project. If this is a person, this person is head over heels for you. They don't want anybody else. Like their eyes are on you and they want to marry you. They want to be with you. Like that's it. They're just all eyes on Pisces. That's it. If this is a person, okay? Not in an obsessive way. This is like very loving, very passionate, also very sexual way. This person is very attractive, very charismatic. But if this is an opportunity, again, it is a very attractive opportunity. Something that you're like, I can't pass this up. I got to go with it, right? Like no ifs, ands, or buts. There's no questions asked. You just know it's right. So those are your messages, Pisces. Much love and light to all of you. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye.